Well, hey everyone, welcome back. Gosh, so glad to have everyone join me again for our Speaker and Author Success Series, which we are getting in the habit of doing regularly. And gosh, I recognize a number of you in the webinar. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. I know all of our time is so valuable and so precious, and we get so many opportunities to do so many different things, and I'm really honored that you would spend some time with me this evening. So before we get started, as usual, I just want to make sure everyone can hear me okay. So if you would just type in your chat box, and if you're new to our webinar tonight, welcome, glad to have you. Please just take a minute to locate the chat box in your webinar tool menu and type a little note to me and let me know that you can hear me. That would be just great. Let's see, not seeing anything yet. Let me just type a little note here, make sure I don't need to do anything on my end. Okay, great. Oh, excellent. Looks like awesome. Looks like you can hear me. Okay, good. Very nice. Thank you for taking a minute to do that. Really appreciate it. Well, again, welcome back. Glad to have everyone with us this evening. Really excited to get started, and so we should just go ahead and do that. And I'll just share with you that my darling husband, Lawrence, is not able to join us tonight. He is preoccupied on another call and another event. And so I'm flying solo again this evening, and I don't mind doing that at all. It's my pleasure and my privilege to be here with you. So hopefully he'll get to join us next week when we have our next session. Today's topic is really episode 2 of a 3-part series. So how to create buzz for your book, speaking topics, or coaching service and increase sales using the top indie marketing tools. And again, this is episode 2 of a 3-week session, so we'll have the 3rd week next Monday night, and we did already upload the replay of last week, so you should have gotten a chance to take a look at that. Anybody have a chance yet to go through the replay of that episode? Would love to get your thoughts if you did. What did you think about it? Was it good? Was it helpful? Was it informative? Yes, got to listen. Excellent. Not yet. Not yet on my list of things to do. Okay, got it. Great. Excellent. Well, tonight is part 2, and today's sponsor is me. And as you know, if you've been joining us for the last several episodes, you know that we usually have a sponsor. And in many cases, we have a sponsor that has something to offer that's free, which is always a gift. We especially like that. And then sometimes we have a sponsor that is affordable. We're very big on affordable services, and so I'm your sponsor, just like I was in the last episode, and more to come on that. We'll share some details about what we have to offer you toward the end of our time together tonight. But as usual, our promise to you is to provide you with information about the latest tools and strategies, and this is just so important for me to remember. Oh, let's see. I hear you, but it's slow and garbled. Oh, goodness, I'm getting a message that you hear me, but it's slow and garbled. Is that still the case? Is it still hard to hear me, or has it gotten any better? Okay. Anybody? Let's see. Has that gotten any better? We'll see if that is improved, and I will. We've got high-speed internet, so it shouldn't be a problem on my end. I'm hoping not, definitely. Thanks for the comment, though. Really appreciate that. So as usual, we want to provide you with information about the latest tools and strategies. And we also want to make sure to give you our best effort in our research and our deliverables. We really want to make sure that you're getting the best information we have to offer, and that we're giving you quality information to really help you with your business, whether you're a speaker, an author, or a coach. And in many cases, many of us are all 3. We really want to make sure that we've got some valuable information, practical, applicable information that you can go use right away. And we want to make sure to provide you with ethical and inexpensive ways to attract visitors to your page and turn them into stark raving fans. That's so important. Ethical and inexpensive. That's what we're fans of over here anyway. So make sure we have our promise to you. And are you ready to get started? I sure am. I hope you are. So make sure you have a pen and paper to write with and take notes with. Again, we will make a replay available for this, but it takes us a couple days to get that replay uploaded, and you might be ready to rock and roll right after this call, and I want to make sure that we don't slow you down, so make sure you take some notes while we're at it. So last week I shared with you a couple of rules of thumb, and this week I want to share with you some new rules of thumb. Well, I'm still getting messages that you can hear me, but it's slow and garbled. Okay, I'm going to try something because I don't want this to be hard to hear. So sit tight. Bear with me for just a minute. Okay, is that any better? Can you hear me any better? Let me see if I can turn my volume up as well. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Okay. All right, we're going to try this. Let me know if you still can't hear me. And again, I really appreciate the feedback. So there's a comment. Let me take a look here. Level's just fine. Okay, excellent. Thank you. I will keep going as we are then. Very good. So last week I shared a couple of marketing rules of thumb, and this week I have some new marketing rules of thumb, which I think are really helpful. One is it takes on average 7 to 10 impressions or views or instances of visibility, I like the word impressions, to convert a browser to a buyer. I don't know if you knew that or not. And in fact, that number, 7 to 10 impressions, varies quite a bit. I've seen it as high as 15 impressions, depending upon the marketing guru and resource that you're looking at. But 7 to 10 impressions to convert a browser to a buyer, and that's why it's so important for us as entrepreneurs, as authors, speakers, and coaches trying to make a living with our craft, to make sure that we also really do our diligence in the marketing side of the business. And the other thing is that in order to have 7 to 10 impressions or more, if you're challenging yourself with 15, good for you, we have to be able to reach our fans through multiple channels. We can't be effective reaching our fans or our potential clients with 7 to 10 impressions just through one channel. It's not reasonable. We really do need to work through multiple channels, and that's why our marketing mix is so important. And when I use the word mix, I mean portfolio, if you will, our toolbox, if you will, of all of our marketing activities. And then I just want to add that lucrative marketing, meaning marketing that makes dollars, lucrative marketing that makes us money, that's effective in helping us sell our books, sell our speaking services, sell our coaching services, takes time and persistence, and it doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen with a one-time activity. It's ongoing. And once we get in the habit of understanding marketing as ongoing behavior that's required on our part, it really makes it a lot easier for us to tackle that marketing plan, and we start to see some very positive results. I think you'll all agree with me there. So just some tips for you in case you didn't know that already. Wanted to just share that with you. And so as I mentioned, this is a 3-part series of indie marketing tools. We're learning how to work with indie marketing tools, what I like to call indie marketing tools. And this list is by no means exhaustive. It's really a list of the tools that are the most common, that seem to be the most effective. They're the tools that I subscribe heartily to, and they're the tools that I think will give us the most bang for the buck. And so last episode, we focused on the first session. So the left column there, we took a look at web pages, reviews and testimonials, and online videos, and we did that, at a high level. We're really having sort of some philosophical conversations about marketing tools. And then tonight, we're going to talk about social media and forums, press releases, and contests and giveaways. And then next week, we'll talk about offline events, your list, and your tribe. And underneath all of this, in each of these episodes, I also talk about content strategy. I'm a big fan of content strategy and just really understand how intentional we need to be when we're using content as a marketing tool, and how content really does sort of build the foundation, if you will, for all of the other activity that we're doing. And so when we look at any marketing tools, I would say content strategy is super critical in terms of a foundation for our success in our marketing efforts. And so I'll talk about that in each episode. I know I talked about that in the last episode, and we'll do that again today. So with that said, let's get started. Let's talk about social media forums. And I know you all are very familiar with social media forums. I know you're all using them. And I just really want to bring to light a couple of real important critical factors about social media. So one thing is that it's super important for us to show up in multiple places. And this goes right back to the rule of thumb I just mentioned about making sure that we have impressions in 7 to 10 different locations, or as high as 15, in order to convert a browser to a buyer. And so we need to show up in multiple places. And by multiple places, of course, I'm talking about Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google+, wherever, Reader's Favorite, or Goodreads, wherever you know that you can participate, wherever there's a social media forum where you can participate, you want to show up. And not all forums are ideal for us. Not all forums are ideal for us because not all forums cater to our audience. Not all forums are going to cater to the kind of customer that I want to do business with, the person I want to buy my book, or the person I want to help and perform coaching with, or the person that would hire me for a speaking gig. And so it's really important that we be selective. We don't need to show up everywhere, but we need to show up in multiple places. And I would suggest that we do our research in advance and identify 3 or 4 of the social media forums where our people hang out, our customers, the people that we want to do business with. That's where I want to hang out. And then I would also say that it's just critical, absolutely critical, to maintain a consistent cadence and strategy in terms of our presence. And I use the word post there pretty globally. So whether we're posting on Facebook or posting on Pinterest or posting on LinkedIn, we want to make sure we're consistent in cadence and strategy. We tend to build more credibility if we're consistent in our presence and in our approach. And so that's extremely important. If I am on a particular Facebook forum once a month, that's not sufficient to really have an impact on my business. It's just not. I try to be on my Facebook and other forums, Pinterest, for example. I try to be on my other social media forums a couple of times a day. And there's an occasion when I go 1 or 2 days without having a presence, but the next day I'm right back on again. So I don't usually go more than 2 or 3 days without making a post and having a presence there. And so I would just suggest that you find the cadence that's comfortable for you. And by cadence, I mean frequency and timing, right? You want to post 3 times a week or 3 times a day. That's up to you. Find one that you're comfortable to manage. And use tools to help you. So I use Hootsuite, HOOTSUITE.com. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Hootsuite. So good, okay, and before I go on, good question. So we should post at least once a day? Yeah, I would say so. If you're in business and you're trying to sell more books, get more speaking gigs, or get more clients, I would say yes, you want to post at least once a day. And again, like I said, some days I'll post 5 or 6 times a day. Sometimes I'll post once a day. I think today I maybe only made 2 or 3 posts, but I want to post at different times because my fans are on my pages at different times. And you know how feeds go. Boy, feeds just zoom by super fast. Every few seconds the feed updates and then the post falls off the page. And so if I can post 3 to 5 to 7 times a day, I'm reaching different groups in my fan base or in my audience, in my platform. So I would definitely suggest more than once a day if you can. Definitely once a day. A couple times a week is fine. It's up to you. And as I mentioned, use tools to help you. So I was talking about Hootsuite. HOOTSUITE.com, which is a really great tool. I like to use Hootsuite to schedule posts in advance, especially on days when I know I can't be on my computer, because I can't be on my computer 24/7, but it looks like I am because I use Hootsuite to schedule posts. Facebook will also let me schedule posts, but what's nice about Hootsuite is I can make one post to 3 or 4 different social media platforms. And it's the same post, but at least I'm getting my presence out there and reaching my fans where they are, whether it's a tweet or a LinkedIn post or, whatever it is. So I like to use Hootsuite. And I have heard that some of the forums, Facebook especially, I have heard that they tend to devalue posts that are scheduled outside of their own forums. So I have heard that they tend to devalue posts from Hootsuite. But honestly, I'm okay with devaluing a post as long as a post gets made. I'd much rather have a post be devalued than not have any presence because I couldn't get on my computer because I didn't have time. So another question, gosh, these are great questions, guys. Another great question is, would it be better to set up a Facebook group rather than a personal Facebook? Actually, my answer to that would be set up a business page. And you can do that for free. You can set up a business page as an author or a coach or a speaker. Mine, if you haven't seen it, if you can search for me, is Kristen Clark -coach. And you can take a look at that. That's my business page. I do all of my postings for my author, speaker, and coaching business there. And the great thing about a business page is that I can see analytics. So one of the great things that Facebook does is it allows me to see my traffic. I can actually go in and see when the people are on my pages by day, by hour. And so I know what the peak times are, for example. So really great question. I would suggest definitely check out a business page, not a group. Business pages you can get a lot more participation and engagement in, and you can get a lot more people to sign up or go in and like your page. So definitely check that out. And then also I would say make sure that you post different kinds of content. And by different kinds of content, I mean short posts, like a tweet length is a really good type of post. Short post, long post, if you want to do a paragraph. Photo quotes are really big deals right now. You can do a photo quote, and if you know how to create them yourself, you can put a link to your website on the photo quote. That helps drive traffic to your website. Use event pictures, right? So if you're speaking, you want to make sure to upload pictures of your speaking event or pictures of the people that you spoke to. If you have a book signing, you want to have pictures of your book signing. If you're a coach, you might have some pictures of you at another event. Videos are really big, and I'll tell you, I was a little afraid of videos at first until I just sort of started getting familiar with them, and videos are one of my favorite vehicles for communicating with people, and I'm even getting much better at the talking head video. I'm loving that whole process, so videos are huge. Reviews and testimonials, I mean, the list can go on, but this is why you want to be on your social media platforms regularly. And the way you do that is by posting different kinds of content. And so I'll share with you this, mantra that I will continue to reiterate. I reiterated this in the last episode, and I will this one and next one as well, next week's episode. Repurpose content as much as possible. I mean, we are all really busy people, and running a business takes time and energy, and we also say really brilliant things. We write copy all the time when we're writing content for our website, when we're writing our book, when we're writing our speech outline, when we're writing the program for our coaching service, we're writing content. And all of that content can be repurposed over and over and over again. I mean, if I'm going to write anything, the first question I ask after I've written it is, where can I use this? So in social media forums, I'm going to quote myself in articles I've written and put links to my article. I'm going to quote myself in my blog and put links to my blog. I'm going to quote reviews and testimonials. That's a great thing to post on social media. I'm going to post compelling questions, provoking questions that maybe I am personally asked by my own clients or my own fans. Maybe someone sends me an email and asks me a question. I don't have to say who asked the question, but it makes for a really interesting post. I can post snippets from an interview. I've done a couple of blog talk and radio interviews, and when I go back and listen to the replay, I find that I say something brilliant. We all say something brilliant. At least once a day, we all say something brilliant, and so I can take some of that information from an interview and make that a post. I can post about upcoming events or an event I just had. I can talk about how great it was or how great it's going to be. I can post thank yous all day long. Thank you to my tribe. Thank you to my fans. Thank you to whoever helped me, a partner in crime, so to speak. I can post comments from press releases. I can post comments about special offers if I'm having a book sale or I'm having a special discount on a coaching service. The list goes on. If I'm an author, I can post about plot ideas. I can post information about my characters. I can make up some behind-the-scenes posts for my characters. I can post about my craft. People like to know me, and they want to trust me, and so I'm happy to share parts about my craft with them. One of the ways that I am successful is by getting people to like, know, and trust me, and social media is a great way to do that. And as long as we're generating content, we might as well reuse that over and over and over again. And when I say repurpose content as much as possible, that's exactly what I mean. Does that make sense? Does everyone get that? It's a really great concept. Once you get it, it's just amazing. Yes. Oh, good. I got to, yes, completely get it. Mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing. And it's a new way of thinking. So good for you guys. So then the next thing we'll do is move on to our next topic, which is press releases. And I don't know how many of you have done press releases. Are you guys out there writing press releases or not? Have you sent many out? Well, I know that we had an episode a couple weeks ago where we got to listen to our friend Sandy Lawrence talk about press releases, and she was fantastic. And she was just really clear in her message to us. One of the things we need to do is make sure that we schedule different announcements, press releases or announcements throughout the year. One time is probably insufficient. And if I'm an author and I have a book that's coming out, I'm going to schedule a press release about my book. But then afterwards, I'm going to continue to schedule announcements and press releases about my book. And, I can promote just about anything about my book. If I enter a book contest, I want to talk about that. Or if I win a book contest or a book award, I want to talk about that. Or if I'm doing a unique donation to a nonprofit organization or to a shelter, that's something else I can talk about. If I want to partner with someone on writing a book, that's a reason for a press release. There are all sorts of reasons for press releases. I can write press releases about events that I'm going to be participating in. The point is that I want to write them and schedule them throughout different times of the year. And that helps generate buzz. That helps people get to know, like, and trust me. The other thing that I want to do is I want to schedule local and global announcements, and they're different. The press release is written just a little bit differently if it's local, because I'm trying to get it in my own home paper, right? I'm trying to get it in my own daily newspaper in my community. I'm trying to get it in the section of that paper that relates to my content. I'm trying to get it in the weekly newspaper or a weekly magazine or on local radio stations, local public service stations, trying to get it on local TV stations. And so that's going to be a local announcement as opposed to a global announcement, which is going to be, much bigger in scale in terms of distribution. And I would say use distribution services. Distribution services help us do what we can't do for ourselves. And it takes a lot of time and research to find the people that I need to send my press release to. I'm happy to pay money to someone who will do that for me. So make sure to use a distribution service. And there's a couple of really good ones out there. I've even used a company called Piece of Cake PR Service. Has anyone heard of that? They've done a really good job for me. I like Piece of Cake PR Service. They tend to be a little more expensive, but they cater to authors, and so a lot of their publications go directly to the people in the media who are paying attention to books. Piece of cake PR service, and so for me that's real important. And then there are a lot of free services that you can use, and of course you get what you pay for. So free services take a little bit longer in terms of distribution time. It takes a little bit longer for them to really get out there, and they may not be reaching exactly the audience that you're looking for. Are you on the internet media radio sometimes? Internet media radio, what does that mean? I'm not sure I get the question. Are you on the internet media radio sometimes? Well, I'm a big fan of doing interviews with people who have internet radio shows. Maybe that's a good way to put it. And so I will go and look for, and I've already built a small list of people who like to have me on their show because I'm a good interviewer, actually. People want to invite interviewees to come onto their show who are really natural in speaking into a radio or into the internet, can have fun, can laugh, can have an engaging dialogue, and so I have done some of that. And it's taken me some research to find those sources, to find those people, but it's been very worthwhile. Yes, Blog Talk Internet Radio. Oh, thanks. Good for you. That was the comment. Thank you. Yes, Blog Talk Internet Radio is really popular. Check that out and partner with people that you know have done interviews before. If I know somebody's just in an interview and they've published it on their website, I'm going to go check it out and find out where they interviewed. And then I'm going to reach out and contact that same company and say, hey, you might be interested in having me as a guest on your show, and here's why. And then I'm going to give them a quick email synopsis of my book or my coaching program and give them some of my credentials. It's going to be very short and brief, and please contact me for more information. That works really well for me. So definitely a great way to get the word out. And then also, since we're talking about press releases, I would say include reviews and testimonials in your announcements or your press releases. One thing I've seen as a tip or a template in writing press releases is to quote someone. And I will usually quote myself, in which case I'm just writing my quote, and I write brilliant quotes. We all do. We all write brilliant quotes. And then I will take a quote from someone who said something about me or my business or my book, or, you know, it's relative. And if I'm partnering with someone, if I'm co-writing a book or I'm co-hosting an event, I will ask them for a quote, and then I will include that quote. Press releases with quotes are really big. They tend to go a long way. Also, press releases with photos tend to get a lot of visibility, and so you just, when you send your press release, you send it in a doc format, a Word format, and then you just include a picture in there. Everyone's using pictures to drive their search engine rankings up, and so I'm going to help them by giving them a picture already. And then also, if I have a talking head video or a video of the event or the incident that I'm talking about in my press release, if I give them the link to the video, that also helps. Videos in press releases are increasing. It's becoming a more common thing that you'll start to see. So if you've got videos, great. Definitely use photos. Really a great way to get some distribution going and generate some buzz for yourself. So, and then I would say you can announce just about anything. There's not much that you can't announce, you know, as long as it's somewhat newsworthy. But once you do a press release, you want to test it. You want to see if it's gone out and where it's gone to. And a lot of the press release companies, distribution companies, they will not send you a list of the people they've distributed your press release to, because that's highly confidential information. Their lists are highly protected, so they won't send you that information. And you don't want to necessarily fly blind in this process. And so one thing you can do is, once your press release has been distributed and you've been notified by your distributor that it's been out there, I would say give it 4 or 5 days, then you can go to Google and you can type in the search field the title of your press release and put it in quotes. And it will show you a list of all of the locations that that press release was picked up. And I'm showing you an example. This was a press release I actually did in May. And I just looked at it today to see what this list was so I could get this snapshot. And it says about 67 results. So my press release right now is sitting in 67 different internet locations. And I'll share with you that it's gone down since it was actually posted. So I don't know why it's gone down. It might have been replaced by something else on someone's server. But when I first had this go out, 3 or 4 days after it was distributed, I went and did a search, and it was, the number was over 100. It was like 112, I think. So there were 112 results where my press release was picked up. And then I could see exactly where it was picked up. Look at, well, that first one is actually my website. So yay me that my website is getting such good traffic. It's showing up first in the search engine. But the second one, digitaljournal.com, SB Wire, there you go. You can see kind of where these went. So it's an interesting way to track where your press releases are going, again, because I'm a big fan of metrics, and if we're in business to make money, and we need to know where we're making our money and what vehicles are successful for us, and so track your metrics. This is just one great way to do that. Does that make sense? Awesome, awesome. So now let's talk about contests and giveaways. And I don't know if anybody out there is doing contests or giveaways, if anyone's done any recently, but this is another tool. This is another indie marketing tool that should be in our toolbox to help us with our business. And there are a couple of different giveaway vehicles you can use. So if you're an author or a speaker or a coach and you have a book, you want to get in Goodreads. You want to make sure you're using Goodreads, which is a social media platform, GOODREADS.com. And you can create an author page if you're an author. But they have a book giveaway program where you can give away 3, 5, 10 copies of your books and have a giveaway. And all of the readers who are interested will enter the contest. And then at the end of the contest, you're notified who to ship your book to. I think they usually want hard copy, soft copy books shipped as opposed to digital books, but you could probably do digital also. And then those folks will in turn usually write a review for you. And so that's a really great forum to generate some buzz, get some interest going for your book, especially if it's a new book. But it serves dual purpose in this case with Goodreads, because then you can follow up with, well, actually they suggest you don't follow up with, but those people who win the giveaway will naturally, because they're encouraged to, write a review of your book. And sometimes they'll post it on their forums. So if they have a blog, they'll post it on their blog, or they'll post it on Amazon for you or Barnes & Noble. So that's really cool. So also another great tool is Rafflecopter. I'm a big fan of Rafflecopter if you haven't used it yet. R-A-F-F-L-E, Copter, C-O-P-T-E-R, like a helicopter, all one word, .com, Rafflecopter. Fairly easy to use, really great way to have a giveaway, and you can really promote the giveaway on your own social media forums and your own website. So it's not behind the Goodreads social media forum. You can do it yourself. You don't have to be in Goodreads to do that. And I would say partner with other authors for giveaway bundles. So I'm super excited to tell you that Wednesday I'm launching a new book giveaway, and there are 5 books in the bundle. So one of them is mine, but I'm partnering with 4 other authors, and we all write in the same genre, and we're using the Rafflecopter tool to do that. But that way, not only am I promoting it to my list, 4 other authors are also promoting it to their list. And so we're helping each other get buzz, and we're helping each other generate excitement about our book. And you can do this for a coaching service also. It doesn't work as well for a speaking topic, obviously, but for a coaching service, coaching program, online program, or face-to-face, or for a book. And it's a great way to just increase the marketing activity, right? Really great idea. And then you want to promote your giveaways, right? So I suggest sending an email out to your list, letting them know about the giveaway and when it starts, and including the link for them to go in and enter. Make social media posts. So we were talking earlier about posting. I have this 2-week, the giveaway I'm starting on Wednesday will last 2 weeks. I'm doing a post every day about it, and each post will be different. And I'm going to post on my social media platforms also. And then do videos. So I created a talking head video, which will hit my social media platform tomorrow as a teaser to let everyone know that the big giveaway is coming out on Wednesday. Great idea. I could put that video on my website or on my blog, and I can send that video out to people. If I'm partnering with other folks, gosh, those videos can go viral pretty quickly, especially if I recognize the other authors or the other coaches that I'm partnering with. Does that make sense? Websites, newsletters, again, press release, here we go, right back. I'm repurposing content. We were just talking about press releases. One thing I might send a press release out is if I'm participating in a really big giveaway. So giveaways are really cool, and if you've never done one before, go check out Rafflecopter and take a look at it. I know there's another program that some other folks have used, and I'm drawing a blank on the name, but if you go to Google and just search book giveaway tools or book giveaways, a couple of things will come up. Rafflecopter will probably come up first. I think it's the most popular. Again, easy to use. And then what's great about giveaways is you've got people that you're going to be sending your books to. Put a little reminder or tickler on your calendar to follow up with them in 3 weeks or a month and ask them for a book review. Hey, hope you enjoyed the book that you won in my special Super Summer Savings giveaway. Would love it if you had time and don't mind to post an honest review on Amazon.com. This works really well in increasing my reviews, right? So just something to think about. The other thing that giveaways let you do is they help you build your list. And I'll talk more about lists in episode 3. But by list, I'm talking about a list of contacts of my fans or a list of contacts of potential customers, people who like, know, and trust me, and people who might do business with me. And so Rafflecopter, one of the great things about Rafflecopter is it captures the email address of all of the people who enter the contest. And then when the contest is over, I can download an Excel spreadsheet to my hard drive that will give me a list of all those contacts. And I can include in the raffle way to earn points an option for them to give me their email address if they want to receive future updates from me. And then I just build that, add that to my list, my email database or my contact database. So that way if I have a new book coming up or I'm going to be speaking somewhere locally or I have a new coaching program that I want to launch, I have the list of people that I want to advertise or market this to. These are going to be the people who would be most likely to do business with me. They're already my fans. They already entered in this giveaway, and so just a really great way to try to build my list. If that makes sense, let me know. If you have a question about that, let me know. Again, talking about list building here. Giveaways are a great way to do that. So not only do giveaways create buzz, give me something to talk about and create hype for my book or my topic or my coaching service, but they also help me get book reviews or testimonials. So one time I offered a coaching service. I did a coaching program that I raffled off and got 2 or 3 people who won. And so those are people I go back to for testimonials because they're going to go through the coaching program. But then also it helps me build my list. So this one item right here is doing triple duty for me. I love that. And then finally, fans love giveaways and contests. And in fact, I don't know if you know this or not, but the main reason that most people on Facebook will like a Facebook page is because they want access to discounts and coupons or freebies. Isn't that amazing? So I'm just going to look at these comments here for a minute. So yes, you want to promote your giveaways in all of your social media platforms, absolutely. And one thing that's really great about Rafflecopter is they have a special app that interacts with the Facebook page. And so you can download the app. It's very easy to do, and it will put the giveaway tab right on your Facebook page, and people can click on it, and it will load the raffle right there in Facebook. So if they don't want to go to your website, they don't have to. They can actually access the raffle or the giveaway, enter it right there from your Facebook page. And then also, yes, great idea. Thank you for this other comment. Send an email blast out to your list. So send an email blast out about the giveaways, and then I would even invite them to share the email with their friends, right? One thing that is really great about Rafflecopter is that people can do different actions to earn more points, and when they earn points, that increases their chance of winning. And so one of the raffles or giveaways that I did recently, I uploaded a photo quote about my giveaway to my Pinterest account, and then I had an opportunity for people to earn 5 points or 5 more chances to win if they would repin my image. And I got great traction with that. People liked that. It's easy to repin an image. And so I was getting a little more viral traction, reaching other people because the people entering the contest were repinning it. And so the people who saw their pins would then come and enter the contest. You see how that works? I love giveaways. Can you tell? So great stuff. And then again, I think all of this, you know, we talk about what we can do and how to use all of this and how can we repurpose our content. Well, if I'm going to have a giveaway, that's going to become content for my social media platforms, and it might become a press release, and then I'm going to use the giveaway to generate buzz for myself and try to get some new testimonials or reviews, book reviews, and then I'm going to build my list all at the same time. How awesome is that? Now, that is a total entrepreneurial mindset right there. To have all of those things working together simultaneously, that's what any marketing tools can do for us when we're using them and when we're thoughtful about repurposing our content. So again, every time I write something, and sometimes I'm just writing an invitation for someone to participate in my giveaway. Well, that copy that I'm writing, I'm going to repurpose. I'm going to put it on my website. I'm going to read it and use it in a video. I'm going to quote it on a photo quote and upload it to Pinterest. I'm going to post it on Facebook. I'm going to write an email blast and send it out. Gosh, what else am I going to do? I'm going to print it on cards if I have an event coming up and the giveaway coincides. I'm going to print postcards about it and hand them out, you know, take a couple hundred postcards to my speaking gig and do that. I'm going to pass postcards out to my clients. I'm going to, you know, make sure that I'm giving copies of the postcards to the people who are my tribe, my fans, and we'll talk more about how to use our tribe in next week's episode. But there's just so many opportunities for me to promote this. There's no reason why my giveaway shouldn't be successful. You hear what I'm saying? Can you tell I love this stuff? Oh my gosh. I just love this stuff. This is the fun part of business to me. All right, so let's go on. Oh, before we do, let me just show you this. I forgot I had this. So this is what a Goodreads.com giveaway looks like. So this was one I did in January, and my giveaway lasted 30 days, and I gave away 5 copies. And I was able to take this widget, and I could post it on my website. I could post it on my social media platforms. It was already posted in the Goodreads social media forums, but anyone could come and be a join Goodreads, become a member, and then enter to win. So that was really cool. And then Rafflecopter, I'm just sharing this with you. I took this screenshot today. So in this screenshot, they're giving away a $25 Amazon gift card. So it's not just for books. You could give away a book bundle, though. You could give away a coaching service. You could give away a $99 e-course if you're a coach and you have one. So I've done that in the past. I have a couple of coaching products that are low-dollar products and are online e-courses, and so I might give those away. But there's a great article out, and I put the link right there that explains in a little more detail how to run a Rafflecopter giveaway. And it's thefutureofinc.com Rafflecopter giveaway. I would say go check out, I think it's a blog post, go check out that blog post, some great information there with some tips on how to be successful doing a Rafflecopter giveaway. So if you haven't done one before, go check it out and do one. Have a giveaway and give something away. Give away book bundles. And, you know, if you're a coach and you don't have your own book out yet, or if you're a speaker and you're writing your book but it's not ready, you can do a bundle, a book bundle of books that you're willing to purchase and donate that are aligned to and tied to your speaking topic. So if you're a speaker or a coach and you're doing a special, your specialty might be diet, health and wellness, something related, you could actually find some pretty powerful books, a collection of 2 or 3 books by authors that you like. Maybe they're books that you've used for your own research, and do a raffle giveaway to your fans. And do it exactly the same way. It does not have to be your own product. In fact, one of my partners in crime, a really good friend of mine, Cynthia Hyatt, she's a psychologist, and she's been helping me promote my newest book, Becoming a Woman of Worth, and she has a blog talk radio show, and she also just wrote a book. And so in about 2 weeks, she's going to have me on her show, and I'm going to do a raffle, a giveaway for her book, and I'm going to drive her fans to my website where I'm having the raffle, and I'm going to collect their information for my list, and I'm going to give away one of her books. And guess what? She gave me the book to give away, and it's autographed. So we made a deal. I said, hey, I want to do this for you. I'll promote it. I'll have the raffle. Will you give me the books? I'll pay the shipping cost. I don't mind. She said, yeah. So she sent me a couple books. They're autographed already. And so we're going to do a raffle. She's going to have me on her show. I'm going to talk about the book giveaway and direct people to my website. How cool is that? A great way to collaborate, right? Oh my gosh. I just could go on and on. But I won't bore you with any more of that. Enough. So, oh gosh, and now I found these two. I know I'm getting a little out there, but this was a picture I found on just on Google search engine. I thought this was a really great way to showcase a giveaway. And here's another example of someone who's showcasing a giveaway. Here's a book collection, a giveaway book collection. This is my book giveaway I'm showing you here that's going to start on Wednesday. And here's a book review giveaway, one book, enter for your chance to win. So when you're doing a book giveaway, you want to make sure to create some attractive visuals to go along with it, because people are drawn to images, and you can use these images on Facebook or Pinterest, put them on your blog, put them on your website, make sure, embed them in your email when you do your email blast, but make sure you have some pretty fun, compelling ways to announce your giveaway. And if you're not real creative in that way, then just go to Google and look up book giveaways and click on the images icon, and a whole bunch of examples will come up. And I'm a big fan of swiping and deploying. If you've ever heard that swipe and deploy reference, I take what I like and leave the rest. And I don't copy word for word, but if I like an idea, nobody's got a copyright on an idea. If I like a format and an idea, I'm certainly going to apply it to my own. So next week's topics, oh my gosh. So last week we covered web pages, reviews, and testimonials, and online videos. Again, high level. Today we covered social media forums, press releases, contents, and giveaways. Was today helpful, by the way? Would really like to know if this was kind of a helpful dialogue for you guys. Type a little note in the box for me and let me know. In the question box is fine. Let me know if this was helpful, if you learned something new. Would really like to hear that. And then next week we're going to have a session on offline events, different kinds of events that you can make happen for yourself. And we're going to talk a lot about your list and your tribe. And I will suggest that they are two very different things, and you want to use them differently in your business. And then again, that underarching foundation of content strategy. Very important. So stay tuned. Join me next Monday night, and a replay of this will be available shortly, but please join me next Monday night so you can get the rest of this great content. This will finalize the list of the Indie Toolbox that I like to use. And as promised, as I mentioned earlier, I shared with you that I was going to give you an offer, and I want to make sure to do that today, and I'm the offer. So I couldn't get more creative than that. Is this information you heard today inspiring? Do you feel you can implement these indie marketing tools in your own launch? Would you like to further flesh out these ideas and how to implement them for greater success? These are the questions. Awesome questions. And so if you answer yes to all these questions, then the good news is I can help. Would it help you if you had a confidant to brainstorm launch ideas? Would it help you to have an accountability partner to help you stay on track for delivering your launch plan? Would it help you to have an expert to help you assess marketing metrics and ROI? ROI is return on investment. I'm a huge fan of looking at numbers and making sure I'm getting my return on my investment. Would it help you to have a coach who can point you towards tools and resources to implement your launch plan? Would it help you to have an indie marketing tools checklist? Well, if so, then here's how I can help. I am offering in a special program a 1-hour brainstorming session with me. I love to brainstorm and think outside the box, and I would love to spend an hour with you, either on the phone or by webinar, talking about what it is you're trying to sell, your book, your speaking topic, or your coaching program, and brainstorm on how you can market the heck out of that. This is an opportunity to discuss your unique value proposition and come up with a creative combination of any marketing activities unique to you. I would also like to be able to offer you a PDF indie marketing checklist, which we can go through and fill out together, that you can take away with you so that you've got an action plan. And then I would like to offer 2 30-minute follow-up sessions, and these can be scheduled at your convenience. So if you have a launch coming up, say it's in November, and you want to have a brainstorming session before then, great. And then if you want to follow up with the 2 30-minute sessions afterward to see what else you can do, or we can look at what's working, what's not working, and why, we can do that at any time. That's at your convenience. And then we'll offer you a replay of the 3 episodes of this one webinar session in a nice packaged place. So you can have all 3 webinars. You can go back and review them and listen to them and get some more clarity as you need to excite you and to inspire you. And so this is what we have to offer you, and I'm really excited about this. And normally we offer this for $497, which is a really good price for everything that you're getting. But my special offer to you, same as last week, same as this week, same as next week, so you can think about it if you want to, is $329 for that package. And that's a really great package. And if you're interested, you can go to our website, speakerandauthorsuccesswebinars.com. That's where we promote this series, and that's where we have the last week's episode. So you can go there, speakerandauthorsuccesswebinars.com/this week's offer. And this will be right here, and you just click on this link, and we will get that ball rolling and get you started. And I'll follow up with you in an email so we can schedule that first session together. And you'll need to wait another week for the webinar package because part 3 is still yet to come. So very exciting stuff. Anyways, I just want to encourage you, if you're looking for someone who loves to do this kind of stuff, who knows how to do this kind of indie marketing, I would love to partner with you on it. I would love to help you get that ball rolling. Would love to help you generate the energy and excitement around the product that you've worked so hard on to help you be successful. So feel free to go again to speakerandauthorsuccesswebinars.com/this week's offer. And I just want to wrap it up tonight and close it out by thanking all of you. Thank you so much for joining me and participating and engaging. Great questions, great comments. Really enjoyed my time with you tonight. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it insightful. I hope you're feeling inspired with a new way to think about your business, and especially my favorite mantra, repurpose content as much as possible. I hope you have some new ideas about how you can do that, and I hope you're energized to get started on it right away. So again, please join me next week. We'll have episode 3, and then hopefully next week I'll have a little information about some upcoming webinars and some upcoming topics, things we'll be digging into a little differently. Until then, have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you soon. All right, everyone. Cheers.